Hello trade pros. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about how to bounce back from a down day like a professional trader. And I'm going to use my personal experience and reflect upon it to use this as a learning lesson for everyone on YouTube. Let's jump right into it. First, I want to share the story with you. It was a Tuesday morning and I was recovering from a pretty bad flu. I felt a little bit less than 100%, but I was pretty confident that I could jump in and have a positive day still. My mindset was right, but physically I was a little bit exhausted and not 100% up to speed. So what I did was I started trading and it all started to break down. I was making bad trades. I was getting in too late. I was chasing the market and I was getting in at the exact point I should have been taking profit. So late entries, a little bit of a lack of discipline, and what ended up happening is I hit my maximum stop loss for the day, which by the way, you should also have. I have a number every single day that if I hit, I'm done and I have to walk away. And that happened around 10:30 a.m., just about an hour after the open. So it was a really bad day. And to be honest and transparent with you guys, these days happen. They don't happen regularly, and the more experience that you get, the less likely they are to happen because you tend to catch them. You tend to catch your bad behaviors before it leads to a tremendous loss. But a rut in trading is normal. It's just part of the business. So let me tell you what I did to recover from that day. Step number one, it's very important that when you hit your maximum loss for the day, you stop. There's no sense in you continuing to go further if what you're doing now is not working. So the most important part is that you recognize you've hit your maximum loss and you do not get into the mentality that I'm gonna make it back and start to avenge your losing trades and start throwing good money after bad money. That is trading cardinal sin, and I strongly discourage you from doing it. When you hit your limit, stop. You're done for the day. You clearly need to reassess the situation before you jump back in. So that's what I did. The first thing I did was back away from the computer and said no more trading for the day. I owned the result. I looked at the negative loss and I said, I earned this. Now let's analyze. Step number two is to accept the loss. Now this sounds very easy. However, emotionally, we don't tend to do that. We tend to make excuses for ourselves of what we could have done different, how the market was off, how other things outside of our control led to the loss. However, you have to accept it, and that means accepting the responsibility for what you've done and telling yourself, this is just one day of many. Ask yourself this question: if I'm really going to be a professional trader for the rest of my life, what is one down day really going to do for my overall results? The answer is nothing. You're going to be able to recover if you have the confidence, and as long as you're analyzing what you've done wrong, you can make adjustments on a go-forward basis. So accept the loss, own it, and make it your responsibility. Once you've done that, it becomes easier to emotionally let go of the attachment of the loss that you incurred. And if you followed step number one, the loss won't be big. It'll be within your risk management parameters, and it's an acceptable loss. But if you kept going in step one instead of stopping, it could have become disastrous, and that's how accounts are blown out. So far we stopped for the day, we accept the loss both emotionally, mentally, and we own it. We take responsibility for the result we've created. Step number three is to re-energize yourself. The business that we're in tends to be difficult on our emotions and our psychology, especially on the negative days. We're not in an easy business, and for that reason, you gotta constantly work on re-energizing and re-motivating yourself. Motivation and mind state is not a one and done type of experience. It's constant work, and you have to commit to an ongoing basis of personal development. So re-energize yourself. Do something you love, walk away from the office, spend time with your family, go play a sport, go to the gym, do something that takes your mind and body outside of the office environment where you're trading. And this will allow you to soak up energy and rebuild yourself, and that makes letting go of the day easier. So that's what I did. I stepped away from the office, I went home, I spent some time with my family, I listened to some personal development material that I absolutely love. When you start doing the things you love and you submerge yourself in a positive environment, there comes a moment where a switch just flicks in your head and you tend to let go everything that happened in your negative experience prior. And that's what I did. I worked on myself to the point I felt re-energized. If the next day comes and you're still not re-energized and you haven't let go of the prior day, it's best to not even start trading, because that bad day has actually extended into 2 days. And now you're gonna really put yourself at a disadvantage. So keep going in the re-energization step until you feel refreshed, happy, and excited to go back into your trading behaviors. Step number 4 is sort of a sub-step of 3. One thing we do at TRADEPRO Academy is we take our best trades that we've made, and you know how those feel. You jump in at the right moment, you don't take too much risk against you, and you get paid really quickly. And you say at the end of the day, boy, that was a really good trade. I wish they could all be like that. We actually at TRADEPRO Academy take those trades and put them in something we call our Trading Hall of Fame. This is just a list of all of our favorite trades, including screenshots and analysis and what we did right to get that result. Once you re-energize, I strongly advise you to jump in and review your Trading Hall of Fame. What that will do for you is it will put you back, it will associate you in the mind state that you had in order to earn that positive trade. That's an instant way of putting yourself in a moment of zen. Reviewing your successes puts you in a success mind state, and that's going to allow you to repeat those good trades and avoid the ones you do not want to do. So that's step number 4. Review your Hall of Fame. Look at your last 2, 3, 4, 10 good trades, whatever you need to review from your Hall of Fame to replicate that same mind state that you had when you generated those results. And last but not least, the day after the losing day, the next morning, what you want to do is just cleanse yourself of that experience. It's a new day, it's a new opportunity, and you're not trading to be afraid of risking capital. You're trading because of the opportunity to live a freedom-based lifestyle, to be your own boss, and to be in control. So remind yourself of those things. And at the beginning of the day, get to the office with the mind state of business as usual. It's a new day, it's a new opportunity, and it should also be a new you with more experience, having survived yet another drawdown day. At the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you guys this. As a professional trader, no matter how long you've been trading, and I've been doing this for 15 plus years, you're gonna run into ruts. You're gonna run into negative days. You're gonna run into negative weeks perhaps. The important part is not to allow yourself to be drained from that, but to use it as a platform to build on and to constantly improve yourself. Because every single day that we survive the market, we become better. So your job is to get in there, look for opportunity, and give it your 100% best shot. And the way to do that is to be your 100% best self. That's it for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and it's been very helpful. Those are 5 steps that I use to recover from a negative day and how I get myself back to the winning mindset required to be a consistently profitable and professional trader. I'd love to hear from you guys. Was this helpful to you? And how do you plan to apply it in your trading strategy? Also, if you have some tips for the community on what you do personally to recover from a negative day, we'd love to hear it from you, and you can share that in the comment section below. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys. I believe in you, and I know with the right tools, the right environment, and the right mindset, you too can achieve your dream life of being a trader and living a life of freedom. Thank you so much, guys. Comment, like, share, subscribe. We got a lot of awesome content coming your way in the next several weeks. That's all I have for you today. Have yourself a great day. Thank you and goodbye.